He says there was an issue, but the issue is resolved.
Oh, well, good.
Yes.
Oh,
Turns out
shush.
that's how it goes. You just got to let go and let God, and then your
You do.
issue.
You just gotta let go and let God. I tell you
Oh,
what, that's what we had. I had to do that a lot of times recently, especially on vacations with little
yeah.
ones, because you never know how things is gonna go.
You never know until you know, but even then you don't know.
It's true. I don't like this. I don't like what's happening here.
With what?
My hair.
Oh. Did you see the
Everyone's like, ugh.
Did you see the gift that I sent over with the Loch Ness monster?
No.
Well, it's not the Loch Ness monster. It's the South Park where
Oh my.
Chef's dad talks about a story where he encountered the Loch Ness. Have you ever seen that?
Mm-mm.
And his story is that the Loch Ness monster came up and said, "I need about 350." Like he like came out of the water and then it's like, "No,
Tree fitted.
I need about 350." And he goes, $3.50. And then the chef's dad's like, "I'm not giving you no goddamn 350." Like, it's just this funny back and forth. And
Oh,
I like to send the gift to people, like even if they don't know what it is, because if you don't know what it is and you look at it, you're like, "What is this?" And
what is this
I think
nonsense?
that's also great.
It is. A laugh is always good. I can't hit. I'm like hitting the X on. It says turn on reactions. Google Chrome has turned off reactions, and it's just squirreling me that I can't get rid of it. But it's fine.
Yeah.
Did you notice that I chopped all my hair off
Well, you know what? I just
and
now
dyed it
noticed
real
that
blonde?
it looks like you did some highlights.
I'll just yeah.
You did some highlights. You did some fancy pants stuff.
What?
I said you did some highlights and some fancy pants stuff there with that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. It was a vacation hack because then everything, like every outfit that you try on, you're like, oh, I look at wear one, and then look at it one.
Yeah.
But the French Quarter was amazing, and then we had a really cool synchronicity and like, man, I met Priestess Miriam. She's like the voodoo priestess of New Orleans, and we met her in like a crazy weird way. It wasn't even supposed to happen. I knew that she was there and existed. I've seen her on TV a bunch of times, but we were trying to go check out this piece of Banksy art and it had been tagged over, so we were kind of bummed. And then we go, and it was like a voodoo
What
shop.
you said? Bank C art?
Yeah, the artist Banksy.
Okay, I don't know.
Well, look it up. It's really, really cool. But we're trying to check it out, and we ended up going into the store because it says like spiritual store. Everything in me did not want to go in this store. I don't know why. I did. Well, I do. So I was getting dressed that day and I had like my cutoff shorts on and I'm like, I don't feel like this is appropriate. I probably said the word appropriate and inappropriate like 10 times. I was just like, this just doesn't feel right. I wear it all the time. People are like half naked in New Orleans. And yet I was just being super weird about it.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm standing in front of this shop and I was like, I don't think it's open. Like my ego was trying so hard to keep me from going in that damn store. And I was like reading the sign. I'm like, I don't think this is like, I knew that was it. So we go in and I see her immediately. And I was like, oh my God, I'm in vagina shorts in front of Priestess Miriam. Oh
What
my
you
God.
call them? Vagina shorts?
My vagina was basically hanging out. And when it's 1,000 degrees outside, it's fine. But it's like kind of like meeting a priest. And you're,
As they say, flapping in the wind.
yeah, well, Jesus, mine doesn't flap in the wind, I hope. But it was breezy, And I'm like, fuck. And the worst part, Phil,
Mhm.
she said something about shorts. I heard it. I heard her like, she's wearing them shorts. Something like, but not a
Oh.
compliment. Like, not a compliment because she's a bit older.
Yeah.
And I was dying. I was like, please, Father, Son, let a hole open in the earth right now and just let me get swallowed all up in it. I was so embarrassed. And then we get to go into her like altar room where people get blessed and healed and all this cool stuff. And we're looking at everything and I'm soaking it in. Every word that she says, I'm soaking in, but I'm still totally mortified, trying to seem cool and like, I'm spiritual too. Look at all my snow globes. Everything's about me. So she fucking nailed it so hard that she didn't even have to actually finish her sentences. And later on, while me and Chris were chilling on the balcony and like getting a little elevated, it all hit me. Her like everything that she said, everything hit me. Like it was like she was doing waited till she got home, had some tea, and like, let me fix that little girl. And it just like this download was coming in. It wasn't about the shorts. Like she was because she kept busting my balls the whole time we were there. I was like,
Yeah.
she hugged Avery, she hugged Chris, and I was like, oh, that's fine. It's fine. I didn't want to hug.
She doesn't hug hussies.
Yeah, that's right. Or a Hudson. But like we had walked out first, so I was like, dang it. And she looked at Avery and was just like bewitched by her. She was like, oh, she reminds me of me at that age. And I'm like, say more things. Like it was so cool meeting her. But yeah, I got a slice, which was funny because I thought I was, when you think you're doing really well, you're like, man, I'm like killing life right now. And that's when it's like a nice little lesson comes in and it's like, just kidding. So her lesson, I could feel it. It was like, okay, wear the short. If you're gonna wear the shorts, wear the shorts. Own that. Don't be coming in here like because of who I am. Like
Oh,
she said so much without actually saying it. She kept going. She kept just like saying something, and then she would laugh and go, "You'll see." And I was like, "Damn, she's like."
so hold on. So it's almost like the only real issue that she had that came in like in that moment energetically was really because you felt energetically that it was wrong for you to have the shorts on.
Right, because she's a like real seer. I mean, we didn't like ask for a reading, but she read all four of us. She just asked for our birthdays, and then she was like, blah, 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 and like just explaining who we were. And I was like, God. I mean, she is like a real deal,
Yeah,
unbelievably. Like
that's pretty cool.
you felt that unconditional
Did
love.
you get to talk to this lady?
Complete synchronicities, bro. Like we were trying to see this Banksy art, and my ego, my something did not want to go in there. I tried so hard to finagle my way out, and I didn't even know that was really her shop. Like I knew without knowing I knew, and I didn't want to go in there. I was also, I think I get really scared when it's real psychics that they're gonna tell me something I don't want to know. Because I am a psychic and I've never really had a desire, like, unless it's something specific I'm asking about,
Yeah,
I'm alive because it's supposed to be a surprise. Like, I don't need to know.
yeah.
But anyways, yeah, it was all crazy that it even happened, that we even
So
went there.
what was the rest of the download thing then?
Oh my God, there was so much. It was just basically like, yes, I was being more open, like unconditionally love open, but with myself. Like if I'm not, and standard stuff that seems like you're like, but I know this. Well, still the ebb and flow, blah, blah, blah. But it was just part of the journey of pulling me out of the muck of this seasonal depression, identity crisis BS. Thank God. Where basically she was just like, it don't matter. You don't matter. Nobody gives a fuck. And I was like,
Mhm.
you're right. You're right.
You
Thank
right,
you.
girl. Shit, you
You
right.
right. Shit. Sorry, Priestess Miriam. Do I have a good day? Do I bow? Like, I didn't. Oh, you're going to hug him. That's cool. Okay, bye. It was so hilariously embarrassing. It was great.
Huh.
But I did. I learned.
That's the so the nut of the download is that you don't got to do nothing.
Yeah, stop trying so hard. And if, like, yeah, like, let it be.
I
And
think that
that's
that's
the nugget. But man, there was like so much more wrapped up in it
well,
for
I
like,
get that, but I just feel like compelled to say, like, I feel like there's a synchronicity in that, the idea of a collective. I feel like that, right? There's different levels of all sorts of different types of collective, but that there is a collective, however you quantify it, that right now is kind of getting that message somehow, getting that message of like, hey man, you kind of already done. You can just chill now. Why
right,
don't you just chill out and quit trying to do stuff? You
quit
know?
trying to be better and just
Yeah.
be.
Yeah,
Because I will.
talk about a
I'll get
lesson I
wrapped
gotta
up in
learn
that.
myself. I tell you what, I gotta say it real quick that
Yeah.
I did a video, and this is something that happens. But I did a video where I uploaded it. I felt good about it, and then I happened to see when I was going to look at another video that it was like at like less than 30 views on Instagram, and I was like, I thought that was a good video, and I sit and I watched it again, and I was like, oh, I'm trying to get, and whether
Yeah.
it's unconsciously get validation for my opinion or whatever, like the videos that do better and reach more are the ones where it's giving, and I'm sharing a story or whatever. But it's like every now and then, it's like the old patterns of self is like, well, we better do a video real quick. That's a good idea. Do a video. And then you do it and you upload it. And then like, wait a minute. Fuck. Okay. So,
Mhm.
and so it's like this ongoing process. So that message, not only I think, it's so cool that the synchronicity, the way it came to you, but like I see it in the lives of some of the clients I'm working with, friends in my life, and then like me too, like deeply with me right now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Dude, I love that. That's so beautiful. Because it is, and then I bought there's this little, like, toy store that we like to go to in Jackson Square that Hudson loves, and they have some cool overpriced stuff in there, but, they have these cute little music boxes. They're, like, this big, and you wind it, and I got that was the song "Let It Be," and I love playing my little music box.
Yeah.
Man, that city just it's so funny because I guess the room we stayed in, well, I know it was everything there's haunted, but the mansion was built in 1820, and there's, like, haunted tours going by, like, every 5 minutes. I was like, "Eh." Luckily, they weren't stopping in front of our building, so that was good, but I was trying to do the picture thing with the flash, and I'm like, "Let me see if I can get anything in this room." And I did it both nights, and, um, ooh, something in there did not like it. It, like,
Uh,
jumped in me immediately, and you can hear, like, this tiny high whisper in the live because I always make sure it's live, and it's just faint, but you hear, but my face, like, gnarls and gets I feel like a man all of a
let's
sudden.
let's let's pause and double click on the it's live and it went in you. Can you provide more clarity on what you are referring to?
So I'm, like, holding my phone and taking a selfie because 'cause I'll always do pics of me because sometimes I'll get cool orbs or something,
Uh-huh.
but I just like, 360 the whole room, and I'll just take pictures, and I make sure the flash is on and that the live is on my camera so that even as a still photo,
Oh, the
I can hold it.
eyewitness live thing. Got it.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
because when you hold it down, you might see an orb or whatever that you wouldn't have seen
Got it.
otherwise,
Got it.
and so I'm doing the pictures, and I turn it towards myself,
Mhm.
and I'm going to take it, and, like, my face, like I feel like a all of a sudden I feel not like me, but really angry and annoyed and masculine. And my face was kind of like I snarled. And even in the beginning of the photo, like I was trying to smile, but it like just wouldn't happen. And I could feel it. So I was just like, get off and get out of here. But when I went back and listened and I heard the on that particular picture, that was pretty cool.
Oh, so you heard it on the playback.
On the live, yeah.
But when it happened, it was like it felt like a split personality moment kind
Yeah,
of
for like
deal?
a yeah, where all of a sudden I didn't want my picture taken at all, even
You were
though
just you were
I
you, but
was fine
you were you, but you were not
with
you.
the companion for a second. Yeah.
Huh. Yeah. And it's like these are the things that are so incredibly challenged to put human words to.
Yeah, because I'm like, I don't know. I
Yeah.
couldn't possibly
And
like,
then
is
it's like
it
the analytical mind pop in and be like, well, that sounds like it could be blah 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 blah.
and it could be. I just
But
know that it was weird.
no, I mean I'm with it. Um
Oh, I got a second capture. So now remember the dude that disappears on camera on my in front of my driveway?
yeah.
I didn't realize that it happened twice on March 5th and February 25th, two separate, exact same like shot, different angles, fully can disappears.
Well, if you got the second one to send,
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
can
need
put
to
them
look
on.
and see which one I sent to you.
I can put them on this episode.
I would love for people to look at it and be like, "Oh, that's just da 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 da," or you could put on this and go invisible on a. I
Yeah,
don't know.
you mean you're like, please tell me how this was done.
Somebody tell me that this isn't just popping up in front of my camera to disappear and take a few steps just to freak me out.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose that like there's.
Because I was like, if it's like an echo, I would think it would happen more than. Granted, I don't check it every night, but
I
now I
wonder
have
if
been,
this
and
is
it
the
hasn't.
figure. Have you looked and compared? Does the figure disappear at about the same place?
This one wasn't. It looked like the same person, maybe, but last time it disappeared going this way, and this time it was still going that way, but it didn't get as far. I don't even think it passed really the driveway before it was
Oh,
disappearing.
oh,
It also like my cameras are so sensitive. They start the moment that there's movement, it'll trigger. Like I had to
yeah.
turn it down because there were leaves blowing one day. It doesn't show where they start. Like they don't walk into frame. They just are there, and then they actually fade into nothing. So
Yeah.
that's weird because I have another camera where I should see like this person rounding that corner. They have to. There's only two ways you can come from,
Yeah.
and there ain't nobody on it.
Well,
At
yeah,
this,
we'll definitely put that onto this one. The last time we recorded, I have not uh, done that one yet. You know, just to double back on what we were saying earlier, I started working with that marketing group, and
yeah,
man, it was like dialed in, go, 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 go stuff, And I think
hmm
that I just got to the space where synchronicity is in the way of things that I thought, oh, well, this will just fall into place. And then it didn't. And I was like, well, wait, what's going on? And so now I'm looking at like what really is going on. And it's a little bit more clear to me that now's the time to just allow it,
right,
like maintain as Abraham Hicks says, the high flying disc,
mm-hmm.
but just allow,
Absolutely.
you know.
No, I love that because it's. I noticed and it was just excitement. I mean, when you're passionate and excited, but the passion and excitement comes from our personality, and that's our ego. And so your masculine just got really because the money making is the masculine,
Hmm.
and the creativity is your feminine, the energetically, not like boy girl, but
Hmm.
um, I could tell like we got off that day, and I told Crystal, it's like his masculine is like up, it's up here right now, really up here. Because I was like, he was telling me about technology, and I was like, mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but I don't really know a lot. I don't.
Well, it's like for me,
But
this piece.
that's what you're into. Like
Well,
that's
no, it's just that this particular chapter, um, getting to work with that group and
yeah,
getting to learn some entry level things that I can use in the material world
yeah.
to generate aligned conversations with people. Man, it just open like it helps.
You were like, yes.
It helps the woo woo because the woo woo, like, yeah, I get it. The thing is happening and we're going that direction, but it helps the woo woo guy go, oh shit, like it's like we're here now, right? Like
Yeah,
that kind of thing. And I think that
right.
when you have that combined, it was like, oh, well then let's go, and so and it's been cool, but now I'm kind of like, oh, okay, I need to just chill for a second, It's like,
I right, and I felt like I was doing like the opposite of you. Like you were
mm,
just boom, go, 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 and I was just like, well, just frozen, like
yeah,
completely frozen in place. And she even said that she was like, I know sometimes you get stagnant and you think there's doors you can't walk through, but and then she would laugh and be like, you'll see. And I'm like, could you finish a sentence or just not bust my chops, son of a bitch? Oh, it was
tell me
great.
what I'm going to see
I
as
know. I'm
opposed
like waiting, and then I'm like, oh, you're just we're gonna laugh. And okay,
I'll
I'll
see
I'll see
I'll see
later.
what I'll
So, I
see.
mean, you should have seen me pouting so hard when we left. I was like kicking rocks. I'm like, everything sucks. Everything's dumb. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to make a quantum shift right now because that's what I've been working on.
Yeah, me
When
too.
I have trouble with the spiritual, I go back to my science and I'm like,
Yeah,
all right, let's talk about quantum physics. And
yeah,
in the hardest moments where I'm pissed and I can feel this fucking rerun, I'm
mhm,
like, I could script out the rest of how this is going to go.
mhm,
That's when I have to make the genuine choice to
yep,
open my heart and go, nope, we're going to be happy and choose love, but not in a shitty, not in a like, oh, I'm fine.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, like for real, take it in. And it's hard. But the second you do it, shit starts changing because you're on
Yeah,
that new neural network,
yeah, yeah.
man.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying, girl.
I
It is
tell you what.
it do be challenging. And I'll tell you, like that high flying disc shit, like I've been on that shit for a minute and that played into that energy you were talking about. But when I had a couple scenarios didn't go the way it looked like it was gonna go and it all stopped, I was like, oh, okay. And it's like a little bit of the inner child, the central nervous system coming online,
Yeah, you're like, wait, what the
but not like it used to, not in the
well,
palpable
yeah.
way that it used to. It's more like a plane in the distant sky instead of over the house shaking the house, right? And
hmm
so that's cool, but it was still there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I see, because you had the value in the thing. And see, this is
Right.
yet another
Right.
lesson, and that's why it's here, and that's why
Mm.
that happened. And so you just need to sit. You just need to sit down.
See, and I love that you said that because I was like, I even thought to myself, I was like, I wonder how many synchronicities he's been getting lately.
Oh, they're off the charts. It's nuts.
Oh, what are like any animals in particular?
Just everything.
I
It's
keep getting woodpecker, and I always I'll look at it's another one where I kind of roll my eyes. I'm like, I know it means like march to the beat of your own drum, stand out, where like literally where, and I'm like,
so so we, I know we've talked about like synchronicities before. I think that in the beginning, I used to personally, I would like want to figure out what they all are, but now it's like a bird is a bird, a number is a number. They're all the same. They're all it's
oh well, yeah, and that's
anything that I see or come across, it's alignment. Like I had a
mm-hmm,
lizard that was like looking at me. He was standing like kind of propped over this thing right at a synchronous moment of thought, and he pops up and looks at me, and I'm like, I fucking see you. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Like it's that kind of shit, but also just a random car pulling in front and having a license plate that says something, or whatever. But also numbers too, like
yeah.
crazy synchronous numbers situations, right? Like just off the chart.
And I don't always have the numbers. I think that's why, like, the language of nature is big for me. Just that's a huge part of the shamanic aspect because, like, I need the medicine from some of these particular animals, and I want to work with them to get particular results.
Particular.
But I even lately, I feel you. Like I've seen animals that I've been wanting to see, like on my whole spiritual journey, like the eagle, and I have yet to look it up. Why? I don't know, but I know that it all happens for a reason. So there's no point in beating
Yeah.
myself up and doing this whole thing. Like if I'm when I'm ready, I'll be like, I'll read it and I'll blow my mind.
Yeah, I just like I think for me,
And
and
that's if you want to, yeah. Like as long as you know, like I'm good.
if if conceptually it's all a reflection, and if conceptually we are always supported, meaning we are eternal beings and this is just a simulation, then that means that literally anything that happens could be looked at the same way, no matter
Yeah,
what it is. It's like, hey, okay, I'm doing good, I'm on the path. That's it. And
that's it.
if it's 666, you know, oh, awesome. I'm on the
Yep.
path. Hell yeah. And I've also read, there was a point that I did read into that where I saw some people say that like it actually does mean good shit, but
Yeah.
people took it on, whatever. But
Well,
just
my
anything,
religious background, I'd like buy something extra. If it was ever like $6.66, I'm like, nah. Like I used to be very superstitious because of religion.
yeah. So, it just,
Whatever feeling you get.
the things that happen in my visual experience that are like right in line with some kind of a breakthrough thought or some kind of something, you know, it's just nuts, and
Hmm.
I'm not looking for it. I'm never looking for synchronicities.
Well, yeah. And
They
that's
just happen.
that's why I love them because then when it does happen, you're like, for me, I know a lot of times I'm just like, oh, I needed you so bad. Thank you. Like, because it's just either whether it's been a while, what have you. Like the universe, that's how for me it helps me. Like I'm not that there's a wrong path, but just like, hey, keep going this way. Keep doing your like follow law thing because it's
Yeah.
working. And
Yeah.
that's yeah, it that those quantum shifts, I tell you what. And my
Well,
brain,
that's the thing that I was resonating when you said that too, and when I used to see like clips of people talking about you can quantum jump your reality. I was like, get the fuck out of here. But then I was also listening to them,
right?
but it's like I wasn't ready for it.
Same.
Now I more understand it conceptually that long story short, what state of mood we're in dictates our reality. So yeah, it's gonna shift. And there's so much to be said about the possibility that infinite potential realities exist, and the micro moments of what we think and all that shit, it shifts stuff.
Yes, and that's what I love that you said that because I'll repeat that to myself over and over. Like if I'm bored or whatever it is, I'm like, nope, infinite possibilities. Like literally, infinite possibilities exist right now. Anything could happen, whether good or
Always
bad.
the
So
case.
endure it.
Always the case. And then when you have kind of like when you check out what it is that's creating the constriction and you look at it, you're like, well, that's a silly story anyway. The fuck
I
we
know.
doing holding on to that story? Maybe it's not crazy woo woo shit, but there damn sure ain't no reason for us to continue to hold on to this silly story. You know,
Hmm.
yeah.
100%. And that's been a big part for me. It's like let it go, like dragging a dead corpse of old me. And I'm like, but she's all I know. It's like, let it
But
go.
I love her.
And I love her. And what if I okay.
I think that the more that we let go and become more of our authentic self, it's like the previous versions of self that didn't want to lose aspects of ourself. It's like those same aspects we feared losing actually become more beautiful. You know,
Mhm.
it's like we're losing things that we took on that were keeping us
We
from.
needed us yeah, we needed it at the time to keep us from danger.
Mm,
Danger, whether that was physical or emotional, and doesn't serve you anymore. Now it's just harming you, and then now you've got the same situations coming up over and over to show you this exact thing, and you're like, "What in the fuck?" And that's why I'm so grateful for this spirituality, because like if I didn't have that with the especially in the beginning of recovery,
yeah.
man, I hated everyone and everything, especially God. Like I was well at that point. Well, I just hated everything. Yeah.
And it's kind of, we could just say you were conditioned to hate everything.
Yeah, and I was also numb for a decade. So then you're not, and you're it all just starts hitting you.
I'm just saying that, like, that's a byproduct of conditioning.
Right. Yes. And the addiction for a decade. For
All of
sure. Because I didn't have to feel the pain.
it.
And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it just was like literally even physical pain. So I'd get a headache and I'm like, what is this bullshit? I mean, and it was just beautiful, like having something that did work. And that is, yeah, I feel like that's big because people don't have, I think that was something that would keep me from it is all you ever really hear in relation is just God or religion. And religion is not anyone's favorite right now, I feel like. I
I
feel
was
like that's a
talking to someone this morning about that, and we said that, like, if someone ever like stands behind "I'm religious," they're basically following a cult. You know,
well,
it's like,
yeah.
or rather they the way that they are resembles that of someone who was following it.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to join your club when you're preaching at me that I'm going to hell. That doesn't sound fun.
Yeah, yeah, and then in the root of that, like, if you really are following the true word of Jesus, then
You'd go to
you don't,
hell.
well, no, you don't cast, you don't tell people, hey, you're fucking whatever. You live by example.
Right.
You live by example.
Yeah, you get in the trenches. You
Yeah. So,
or live by example.
like,
Exactly.
hey, man,
Exactly.
you're contradicting what you represent. You know.
I
It's-
know, but they don't hear that because I tried for a long time, and I'm like, oh, they don't. Yeah. Because
yeah, no,
when I was an
seriously,
atheist, I mean, someone just starts saying words, and I'm like, "Meh."
though.
You might as well speak another language. And at the end, they're like, "I'll pray for you," and I'm like, "Keep your prayer." God, I was so angry.
No, I'll say, please do, thank you.
Please do.
I take it all. You know,
Like,
it's all love.
well, yeah. Now I'm like, I'll take whatever I can get. Please, thanks. Uh, yeah. Now it's a different story.
I now also have an everyday Santa Claus as a part of my setup. Do you see where he is?
I do, and I love it. And I was gonna ask you about the plant and your flamingo.
Yeah, the flamingo used to hang out. He's been hanging out for a while, but now he lives in a plant.
Mm.
And he got a new friend who is, I guess, a gnome, but I like to look at him as like
Oh, I totally
a
saw him
hippie
as
Santa Claus.
a really adorable gnome, but he could be
He's
Santa.
yeah, he's a gnome, but he's like a hippie
What
Santa
kind of
Claus.
plant is that? Because is that a money tree? No, I'm obsessed with plants.
It's like some kind of a corn plant. Deal.
I need to know what it is because I want it. I love it.
Well, I tell you what, you can go on down there to where they got one of them Lowe's.
I need to go. I tell you what, Walmart has gotten some of the nice, like I'm talking leaves, like cuttings. People sell one leaf for you to propagate on Amazon for $40 for some of these plants, and they have them for like 15.
Oh,
And yeah, all the plant lovers were like, "Oh, silly Walmart,
yeah, yeah.
get you the one of them time monster constellations." Okay.
So, I think we're gonna start doing 30-minute episodes.
I'm down. I like listening to 30-minute ones because I like going to the next, like,
Yeah,
because then I love an hour, like whenever I'm traveling and stuff, and when I was working, because I would just and listen.
yeah,
But now I'm like, oh, an hour, I have things to do.
yeah. Just try,
But then we can hook them,
trying something different. You know, trying something different, doing something different. You know.
change it up, move it around.
So, if you're all right with it, how about we go on ahead and just say hello, everybody, and goodbye, everybody.
I'll say goodbye, everybody, and say woo woo crew out.